Well, there are lots of disasters happening around us, especially in Indonesia, my country, which is frequently hit by disasters. Like for example, in 2004 there's tsunami in Aceh, 2005 there's an earthquake in Yogyakarta, 2006 there's a mud volcanoes in Sidoarjo that sunk the whole 16 villages, and 2010 there's an eruption in Mount Merapi. And all of these disasters claims hundreds of thousands of lives and cost millions of dollars. These disasters could have been prevented, or the impact at least could have been reduced with more awareness of the importance of the disaster prevention program. And also we hope that people will learn from the previous disasters, so that either natural or man-made disasters, so that in the future the same mistake won't happen again.
Knowledge base contains a collection of detailed information about the disaster for each level in Cronus. Player can learn from history not to make the same bad deeds, or at least they will already know how to prevent the natural disaster in the future.
Cronus is currently focused to be developed on Windows Phone 7. The main theme of Cronus is prevent a disaster from happening. So here, player takes a role as Jin, a genius construction engineer. He was recruited by a secret organization to join a project named Cronus. Cronus is all about time machine things. So here, player has to return to the past and prevent the disaster from happening, so the player will make the better future.
These 4 disasters hold the world's worst disaster. So they are like for the Chernobyl, it's described as the worst nuclear disaster in history, and for the Exxon, it's the worst man-made environmental disaster, and for the Monongah, it's the worst mining accident in American history.
There are 2 types of gameplay in this game. One is a training level and the other is protection level. When playing this game, the player will get time constraint and limit the number of poles, pipes, and rope. But if the people need additional time or equipment, they can get it by collecting 4 paradox fragments and chain it with additional time or equipment.
First, we learn about the level background, we learn the natural disaster, we learn the environmental disaster, and we start to sketch it rough, and we start to paint it on the Photoshop and as realistic as we can.
Multiplayer features is the one of most excellent features in Cronus. It provides 2 types of the games. Player can compete who the fastest constructions, or the player will be able to compete the most efficient use of resources.
Well, I'm from the org.com team from Indonesia, and I hope we win this Imagine Cup. Please support us.